There's not a whole lot to be added to the eloquent statements of my two friends, other than just to be here and let the family of Chris Stevens know that we saw in your loved one what you saw. A wonderful man who did great things with a life cut way too short. I don't think most Americans can ever appreciate the leadership that Chris provided in Libya and throughout the world at a time when we needed it the most. So America's lost one of her greatest diplomats, the Libyans have lost one of their best friends, and the family have lost their dear loved one. And the one thing I can say for sure, Senator Lieberman just mentioned it, don't compound this tragedy. The worst possible outcome is to take the death of this wonderful, noble man and use it as an excuse to withdraw from Libya and the region and turn it over to the thugs that killed him. Chris would not want that. It is not in our national security interest, and Republicans and Democrats do not want that. To the American people who are war-weary and frustrated, I totally get it. But the Arab Spring, call it what you like, is a historic opportunity to change things in the Mideast, and it will not come without a fight. What we're trying to do in the Mideast, and what the people in the Mideast are trying to do, is have a better life for themselves. If you're a young person, you've been exposed to life outside of the corrupt country in which you live, and you see it can be better, and quite frankly, you're demanding it can be better. You're demanding a better say if you're a young woman. You're demanding economic opportunity if you come from a certain class not available to you today. And Chris Stevens risked his life because he understood those demands were just and in our best interest. And the people that we're fighting, and the people the Libyan people are fighting, are the ones who have no interest in this agenda of being able to choose a better path for young women, to be able to be tolerant, open, accept free markets, and to have a place where people can live their own dreams. In the world of which we're fighting, your dreams are defined by the Ayatollahs. Your aspirations are defined by someone else's view of where you should go and what you should be based on their interpretation of God's plan for you. Now, that, to me, is so unacceptable that it compels people like Chris Stevens to risk their lives, and that's what's at stake. The good news, we'll beat these folks. The ace in the hole is that the people in Libya, Egypt, Tunisia, Afghanistan, Iraq now have been exposed to a different way of life. Given the capacity, they have the will to fight back. But if you think this is going to be done without a struggle, we're kidding ourselves. Chris knew that. He knew that the fight that was going on for the heart and soul of the Arab Spring in Libya was a fight worth engaging in and, yes, risking one's life for. And what more can you say about a fellow human being, an American, than the fact that they realized that their time on earth could be best spent in service of a cause, as Senator McCain says, greater than themselves. Chris understood what was at stake. He went to a place that he did not have to go. He accepted risks that he could have avoided, and he did it for all the right reasons. And the one thing we should all unite around is that what compelled Chris Stevens to risk his life is absolutely in our national security interest, and that is to get the Mideast right, have a second opportunity never known before in the Mideast, to live in peace with people who in the past wanted to kill us all. And I am convinced if we stick with it and we learn the lessons of Chris Stevens' life, we will eventually prevail, because the ones who want to kill us all are really a minority. The ones who would live with us in peace if they could just need our help. And let it be said that Chris Stevens was there to help. Thank you.